Good morning. It's August the 11th, 2016. Time to kick off another trading day. The stock market is up overnight. Equities are mixed around the globe, but the United States stock market is up, and we are the dog. We usually start the rallies or the selling, unless there's a major piece of news overseas. The bottom or the turnaround can come in London. So, E-mini is up. Treasuries are lower. It is the 30-year auction, so we're going to find buying at some point, unless there's a major piece of news or an explosive rally in the E-mini. And I don't feel the E-mini. We probably can make new highs today, but I don't think we'll blow out 2,200. The market just doesn't feel that way. The news today: jobless claims 265. Import prices, I haven't seen the export prices, up 0.4. Export prices, don't know. It doesn't really matter. No one trades it anyway. And natural gas inventories plus 24 BCF. So the news focus will be the direction of the E-mini and jobless claims. Right now, like we said, had two really good auctions. Quite often we have two good auctions. We have three good auctions. So yesterday's auction took place at, I believe, 21 and 21 and a half, 22. We're beneath that. Prior to that, we had 132.05. So splitting that into roughly the 132.11-12 area would be about half prices. We do have some volume at 19. Next low volume is 13.5. So we're headed lower. My guess is we might be able to trade. So we're going to try to buy it on the cheap at 9 to 13. On the idea or premise that the E-mini will rally, but we'll put a question mark at 16. And second buy would be 1 to 5. Right now the sell is at 20 to 24. Then 27.31. On the ZB, nice to have everything working today. I didn't get everything working yesterday. It does knock you for a loop when you come in and you have major technology issues, hookup, connectivity issues, and you lose your software. You don't get off on the right foot. Okay, supports 20 to 24. That'll be our first potential support area. 17 to 13 by 1. And we had the breakout way down here at 02. So we'll make 1 to 5 by 2. Stretch, I don't think we can get down there, but you never know with this contract. We're at 27 right now, so 173, 173.04. Picking up this area will be number 1. So 7 to 11, sell 1. And we'll make 15 to 19, sell 2. We'll keep the sells in. And like I said, direction of the E-mini is probably going to be the ultimate determinant of how this market trades today. But given the auction, it won't break. Can't move the paper. It takes a major piece of news on auction day to change that dynamic. And the put interest has just been minimal. Nobody really believes that the Fed is going to raise interest rates anytime soon. Okay, gold's kind of hanging in there. Last night we were looking at 48 to 50. And then we had 43 to 45, so the low was 46. We're currently at 51. So 45, 47 by 1. 40 to 42 by 2. On the sell side, 53, 55, sell 1. 59, 61, sell 2. Don't look for a big day. The seller right now is above 60, and we've got a buyer below 40. And that's our $20 range that we expect to see. Dollar's up a little bit today, not much. So currencies are down. The Japanese markets were closed. So we had a 112 even, 112.10 sell yesterday. That was our recommendation as we left the market, and looks like we got up to 112.8, 112.9. And the market started to sell, and it is selling. So 50% into these single prints would take us down to 45. So we'll put 45 to 50 by 1. And 25 by 2. On the sell side, the spill in London was from 75, so 75, sell 1. 112 even, sell 2. There's a wonderful opportunity off of our research on structure if you can trade London time. You're dealing with a technical market. They know where support and resistance are, or is, depending on the case. And they trade it as such. And we know where support and resistance are, or is, and we can trade it as such too. So it makes for pretty comfortable trading. And if support or resistance is taken out, you're wrong. And one of the things you'll find when you get into trading is that the thing that is most disconcerting for a trader is trading markets where you never know if you're wrong, where you're forced just to take arbitrary, because things get a little fuzzy around the edges. It just makes for a higher degree of uncertainty and sloppiness, which means wider stops. And so, like on treasuries, you know exactly when you're wrong, when you break support or resistance. The euro, pretty easy to know when you're wrong. The crude's a little ragged around the edges. Gold's a little tighter. Okay, looking at crude right here, you can see we've got a pretty clean break at 42. The market, we have a P in the overnight. Put an article up earlier that the reason crude prices are holding above 40 is the demand from refineries at this moment. But you know, whether that's true or not, we got the supply is there. It is being pumped. So we're at 62 and we've got a high of 82. If I think we get above 82, we're going to get stops above 40. So we're going to play off this P right here. So we're going to have a 42, 42 and a quarter, sell 1, 50, 75, sell 2. And I'm going to put a question mark right here at 75. And the assumption that this P will carry us through it. We can see we've got good volume. The mode and the mean are matched. The balance point and the VPOC are matched. So, and the mode is higher than the weighted volume average price, which generally will give us a retest of the high. So we'll see. But we got a question mark at 75. On the buy side, support is 41, 41 and a quarter. And then we'll put 40, 50, 40, 75 for buy 2. Well, yesterday was a down day in the E-mini. Looks like today could be an up day. Every other day, that's really characteristic of a trading range. And you'll close the market with the market looking lower and it goes a little bit lower and it snaps back, or you'll close it with it looking higher in a trading range, goes a little bit higher and then it sells. But we may have that today in the E-mini. Pretty tight trading range. There's a seller above 81 and there's a buyer below 70. So we're just hanging here. If you put it all together, it's still a pretty big P. I really don't see any signs of selling. So the easiest trade once again to see will be failure to take out the 81.85 area. If we get through that, 90 is the next stop. So we'll put an 89.91 for sell 2. On the buy side, we're at 77. They always make us pay up, so 73, 75, buy 1. Then give it a little room, 69, 71. So basically we're trying to buy 70s to 75s, and we can sell failure to take out 83.5. Again, the news today, jobless claims 265, import-export prices, no one cares. Natural gas inventories will not affect the trading in equities. It's going to take a bit to get everything up, posted. Get busy on that. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.